Over there. Hey, wait. Oh, please stop. I'll be right with you. Stupid bag. I knew I shouldn't have gone to that. Phew. I thought you were going to walk straight past me there for a second. Yes, this is the meeting spot. But I found a nice shady tree, and, well, I just couldn't resist. You must be the traveller the guild told me about. Hello, I'm Lentz, and I'll be helping you, Oh, wait, I think I'm forgetting something. Right, here we go. Greetings and thank you for choosing the services of the Salewood Adventuring and Expeditionary Guild. My name is Lentz, your professional guide who will be taking you, our most valued customer, to your destination at the castle ruins at the base of Mount Tipercry. Feel safe in the knowledge that your payment has been accepted and you can start your journey with us as soon as you are ready. Wow, isn't this exciting? We're going to have so much fun, I'm sure of it. See here, I've already plotted the course on my map. I think it should keep us on a safe path. It goes past the marshes to the east, through the tall trees forest, just before we land at the old castle gates. It should only take us a day at our pace, but if we run into any delays, I've packed for all occasions. Yes, I have all the essential gear in my backpack. Extra fleeces, compass, snacks, and some other odds and ends. Everything one could want on a great expedition. Weapons? Why would we need those? I've just completed my study with the guild and I'm sure something like that would be covered, if it was necessary. Right, well, I have my pocket knife. See? Have no fear. I'm fully prepared for any miscreants we could meet on the way. Anyway, the guild said this area is still within the Empire's lands, so that should mean a guard can't be too far away, right? If you're all set and ready, let us depart. At the end of this path, we should take a right, I think. Follow me. This bridge should indicate the start of the Grey Marshes. So, what's so interesting about these ruins anyway, if you don't mind me asking? I guess the architecture would be pretty old. I've heard the castle's been falling to pieces for hundreds of years. You're a researcher or something like that? I was never really smart enough to go to the colleges. I guess it wasn't something I wasn't meant to be. Why am I a guide? Well, you sure you want to hear that story? It's probably much more boring than yours anyway. Right, well, I guess it should help pass the time. But please don't laugh. Well, I sort of picked up a leaflet, and it sounded like something new and refreshing. There's no need to be mean about it. I did the same training as everybody else. See, my family comes from a small village outside of town, and we always used to take up as hunters. My brothers were always good at getting their shares, but I always struggled. They started making names for themselves, but I sort of couldn't. I mean, I tried. I spent years training with a bow, but when it came to actually using it, I just couldn't. Something about killing things didn't really sit well with me. I knew my brothers didn't resent me or anything, but I didn't want to be known as the hunter who couldn't actually hunt, who spent most of his time cooking and gardening. So I packed up my things, said goodbye, told everyone I was going to make a name for myself too, and head into town. And the next thing you know, a guy in the market just hands me these papers and says I look like the adventurous type. Well, it must have been divine intervention to have such luck. And everything else moved quite quickly from there, until this moment right now. Yes, this is my first time, but just because I'm new doesn't mean I can't lead you anywhere. I'm still trained as a hunter, sort of, and that means I can get us through any terrain. Plus, if it takes us into the evening, we can set up camp, and I can show off my true skills. A simple fire and some basic ingredients, and I could cook a meal fit for a king right here in the wilds. Of course, if we can keep on schedule, we should get there just before nightfall. Judging from the light, I think it's still midday. Let's keep pace. We should be exiting the marshy area soon. Oh, blasted boots. Thank you for helping me with my pack. I mean, who would have thought the marsh was this deep? It poured over the tops. Well, at least you seem to have fared a little better. But I don't think there's enough light to make the final stretch. And I could really do with a nice fire to dry these out. I know. It wasn't planned, but would you mind if we stopped here for the night? It's already getting dark, and I can't read my map too well in this light. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think my feet have merged with my boots at this rate. Dry ground. So much better than being around that damned bog. Well, I guess a promise was a promise. There's enough wood nearby to get a fire going. I'll just start getting things ready. Leave everything to me. So, potatoes, some sweet carrots, sliced onion, salt, basil, thyme, a little parsley. You all right? You're staring at me. Something the matter? What? Those are essentials. How else are you supposed to feed yourself in the wilds? Yes, the cutlery is too. And the bowls. Trust me, all these parts combined are what makes outdoor cooking, well, outdoor cooking. Okay, so it's a little extravagant, but this soup is my specialty. Let me just boil these up for a bit. I'm sure I'll change your mind. There we are. Have some of this. Careful, it's still a little bit hot. See? Don't you feel better now? I think a good cooked meal is the best thing for resting the body and mind. At least it always worked for me back home. Guessing from how many stars I can see, it's probably best to get some rest. It's not far from here, but I'm guessing you'll want to spend as much of your time at your destination. Yeah, just take yourself one of the blankets from my pack. Mine's the red one. Thanks. Maybe this adventuring life isn't so bad after all. I might pre-make the soup next time, though. Well, good night. You have a big day tomorrow.